But very few ever turn inward to ask the deeper question, who am I really? Enter the temple, claim the throne, welcome. Somewhere within you there is a place that few people ever visit. It is not a physical place, it cannot be found on a map, and yet it is more real than almost anything in the outer world. The ancient mystics knew of it. The alchemists hinted at it in their symbols. And in the 20th century, the Swiss psychologist Carl Jung described it as the vast inner landscape of the psyche. This place is what I call the inner temple. It is the hidden world within you. A world of dreams, archetypes, forgotten memories, and powerful forces that shape your life in ways you may not even realize. Most people spend their entire lives focused outward. They chase achievements, possessions, recognition, and approval. But very few ever turn inward to ask the deeper question, who am I really? The journey into the inner world begins the moment you start asking that question seriously. Not as an intellectual curiosity, but as a genuine search for truth. When you begin that search, something interesting happens. You start to realize that the personality you show to the world is only a small part of who you are. Jung called this outward-facing identity the persona. It is the mask we wear so we can function in society. We all have one. The professional mask, the friendly mask, the mask we wear to appear strong, confident, or acceptable. But behind the mask lies a much larger and deeper self. A self that contains parts of you that were rejected, ignored, or hidden away. Jung called this hidden dimension the shadow. The shadow contains everything about ourselves that we do not wish to see, but it also contains something surprising. Hidden within the shadow is not only darkness, there is also creativity, instinct, strength, authenticity, and untapped potential. The journey into the inner temple is the process of discovering these hidden parts of ourselves. But entering this inner world is not always comfortable. In fact, it can sometimes feel unsettling. Because when you begin exploring your inner world, you start encountering aspects of yourself that challenge the story you have been telling about who you are. You may discover fears you didn't know you carried, patterns you repeat without understanding why, or emotions that have been quietly shaping your decisions for years. This is why many people avoid the inner journey entirely. It is easier to remain on the surface, but those who are willing to step into the inner world often discover something remarkable. They discover that the psyche is not random chaos. It is structured, symbolic, alive. Jung believed that the human psyche contains universal patterns called archetypes. These archetypes appear in myths, dreams, religions, and stories across all cultures. The hero, the wise old man, the great mother, the trickster. These are not just fictional characters, they are deep patterns within the human mind. And when we dream, reflect, or engage in inner work, these archetypal forces begin to reveal themselves. This is why dreams can sometimes feel so mysterious. Your mind is speaking in symbols. Your psyche is communicating through images and stories. In a way, Dreams are like messages from the deeper chambers of the inner temple. And if you learn to listen to them, they can guide you toward deeper self-understanding. But the inner temple is not entered through force. It is entered through attention, through reflection, through curiosity, through the willingness to observe your own thoughts, emotions, and reactions without immediately judging them. The moment you begin paying attention to your inner world, something shifts. You become less controlled by unconscious patterns and more aware of the deeper forces shaping your life. Jung called this process individuation. Individuation is the lifelong journey of becoming who you truly are. It is the gradual integration of the conscious and unconscious parts of the psyche. And while this journey can be challenging, it is also one of the most meaningful adventures a person can undertake. Because when you enter the inner temple, you are not escaping reality. You are discovering the deeper reality within yourself. And the more you understand your inner world, the more consciously you can shape your outer life. This channel is dedicated to exploring that inner landscape. We will explore Jungian psychology, the nature of the shadow, dream symbolism, archetypes, mysticism, and the ancient traditions that have long understood the importance of inner transformation. Think of this channel as a map, a guide to help you navigate the terrain of your own psyche. But remember, no one else can walk this path for you. The inner temple exists within you, and the journey begins the moment you decide to step inside. If this exploration of the inner world resonates with you, consider subscribing and joining the journey, because this is only the beginning.